Hi, Trevor here, reflecting on life through music. Thank you for stopping by. Well, coming again today, you're very, very welcome. I trust you enjoyed my last video on American rock royalty, and that doesn't even really cut it, really, a family, the Jacksons. So I trust you found that, and we looked at Can You Feel It? So I trust you found that one encouraging. We're going from there to 1965 in Winnipeg, Canada. Chad Allen, singer, songwriter, and guitarist, formed Al and the Silvertones, and he gathered a few other people with him: Bob Ashley on keyboards, Randy Bachman on guitar, Jim Carl on bass, and Gary Peterson on drums. And they formed the band Chad Allen and the Reflections. That name then morphed into Chad Allen and the Expressions. Something about Chad Allen. And then it was around 1965, they actually signed with a record label, and out came the song Shaking All Over. Now, this was a cover of a previous song, but this song went to number one in a few spots, including Canada. And this song actually was labelled Guess Who ? That was what some of the record companies were saying. Hey, let's just say Guess Who ? We don't know who it is. Some were saying it's a bit of a British invasion thing, like the Beatles were pretty big at this point as well. Perhaps we'll just get people guessing who it was, but it was actually Chad Allen and the Expressions. And Guess Who kind of became the trademark name for these guys, because radio stations started to call them this name, the Guess Who, and the name just stuck from that point onwards. Something significant happened in 1966. Bob Ashley kind of left the band. He was getting a bit tired of the constant touring these guys were doing, and Burton Cummins, who had become the lead singer pretty much of the Guess Who, took over. In 1968, the Guess Who were kind of just struggling to find their little feet, signed an international record deal with the RCA, which promoted them outside of Canada, and from that point onwards, they did not look back. In fact, in 1969, they thought, well, hey, let's just change our sound a little bit more pop rock, bit of soul and cruisy jazz in there. And, they could become a bit of a classy act at this point, releasing Wheatford Soul in 1969. Now, one of the songs of this album is These Eyes. This song went to number 10 in the USA, and we've got a live version of that song. And probably where I want to go today, even though the song's kind of a breakup song, the concept of what we see through our eyes is pretty cool. I don't know about you, with your significant other person, you just look at them. They might be across the other side of the room. You might be looking at them closer, and you're just totally overwhelmed and captivated by their beauty. You think, wow, this is just beyond anything I could ever possibly ever imagine someone to be. It's pretty amazing for our eyes to drink in the beauty of a person that means a lot to us. And we always just got to realize that it's not just the physical, is it? No, it's more than that. It's the inner beauty that comes out and shines on the outside that makes a person absolutely captivating. Think about that song by One Direction. What makes you beautiful? You don't know that you're beautiful. That's what makes you beautiful. Beautiful sentiments, those ones. But that thought, that idea, that inner glow that you have when you look at that other person should never go. If anything, it should deepen, even more profoundly amazed by how beautiful somebody actually is. And to know that he probably thinks the same about you is pretty cool as well. We should never lose the wonder of the other person. And it's on our eyes an amazing thing to not only see the world around us and the beauty of the world around us, but to see the inner nuances of a person that just makes them so captivating. You think about the movie Avatar. That was the Blue People version, by the way, where one of the lines, "I see you," The words I see, it's not just like, oh look, there you are, I can see your eyes and your nose, and I see you, like I see you, like I feel you. It's almost like carrying on from the last video from Jackson 5, can you feel it? Well, we feel through our eyes, we look and think, wow, 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 wow. It's absolutely, and our eyes, sometimes our brains are thinking, I can't believe what I'm looking at here. I can't take it in. I can barely even, I can't put it into words. It's beyond words. But we're glad we're seeing it. We're glad we're really, really seeing it. Now, the sad thing about this particular song is that it's a breakup song. These eyes are missing that. So we don't want to get to that point, do we, where our eyes are missing this captivation. We don't want to lose this captivating feeling. We just really, really don't. We want that feeling of being overwhelmed. That feeling of, I just can't believe what I'm looking at right now. We want those feelings, don't we? And if it's mutual, and if it often is, the person's thinking the same thing you are, and it's pretty amazing to know that we can have these experiences. If we just stop for a minute and just try and picture that person in your mind right now, your significant other person, or if there's no significant other person right now, think of a place that you've been to that you went, wow, this is pretty amazing. Now, I still have beautiful thoughts of Kangaroo Island when I was there last year, and how beautiful the place was. Some of those images will always be with me. And, I think, well, the world is a captivating place. The world is a place of wonder. And if there is a significant person in your life, how amazing is that? It's absolutely stunning to have the ability to see someone who they really, really are, but at the same time also know that there's so much more as well. And you just can't wait to continue to discover who the person is. Our brain sometimes can't fully explain what our eyes are seeing. But are we glad that we see these things? Absolutely. And it's a beautiful thing to know that, we have a person who may be thinking the same way you are as they look back at you. It's a beautiful thing, it absolutely is. And so, even though this song is a breakup song, very truly, it just got me thinking about the fact that, hey, look, our eyes are the windows to our souls. And so when we're looking into someone's eyes, we're looking into their soul, if it's open and transparent, as they're looking into yours. So, even though this is a breakup song, I've got a bit of a different take on it today. These eyes just got me thinking today. As often, these videos go, you don't really know where they're going to go. Obviously, I've got some notes here, as you know, because I look there and look there. I'm sorry, by the way, if I don't always look at the camera, but just know that the heart, all these sentiments are heartfelt. We sort notes about the band, absolutely. But when it comes to these little comments, all I've got is these eyes. And, it's amazing where things go. And so, and obviously also with these captivating moments, there are also the words, gee, you're just so captivating. I can't believe how beautiful you are. Make sure you tell them. Show them as well. Now we were down not far from here last night, and we missed the last tram back, and she was kind of talking about the fact that her legs are a bit sore. She is on her feet a bit with her job, and the concept of walking for half an hour back to my place was just a bit of a thing. So we found a taxi and we caught a taxi home. Showing is really, really important, as well as saying. So as we go into 2024, all you couples out there, look at each other with new eyes perhaps. Don't settle for routine, because you've got what the world is looking for, a relationship. So let's not let it go. Make the most of it, absolutely. So trust that will all be an encouragement for you today. My voice is a bit softer, I think, at the moment, because I'm just thinking about these captivating feelings. They're amazing, aren't they? Well, if that song wasn't enough, man, go to 1969 Canned Wheat. This is a TV performance of the song Laughing. The chord progressions are absolutely stunning. Oh my goodness, they're so good. We've got Bachman and Cummings coming together to write the song. Apparently this song was written 30 minutes in a bus as they were going from one place to another. This song got to #1 in Canada and #10 in the USA. And it's just beautiful, really, in so many ways. RCA kind of said, hey, look, we want another kind of ballad. As you'll see, there's a bit of a commentary going behind the clip, and the Guess Who said nah, but they did, and from that point onwards they've never looked back. And so we've got a beautiful rendition of Laughing. Please forgive the very formal television introduction. These guys are trying to be funny. It's not quite cutting it, but you know, the song is a stunning performance, absolutely. So the Guess Who thought, well, we've done that, let's do a little bit more of a hard rock edge, and out in 1970 came American Woman. This is a very significant album. This one, #1 in Canada, did very well in the US. In fact, it also did well in the UK. So the Guess Who were pretty well worldwide a phenomenon at this point. American Woman, live version of that one. Randy Bachman, you might be thinking, where do I know the name Bachman from? We'll think Bachman Turner Overdrive. He went off to form those guys. I think Bachman and Cummings were starting to get a bit strained at this point, and so he went off and formed those guys in 1970. Bachman was replaced with two people, Kurt Winter and Greg Lescue, just to get a bit of more harmony going on and a bit more of a intricate sound. And out in that year came the album Share the Land, and we've got a live version of that one all the way forward in 2000 in Calgary. So it's pretty good to see these guys performing live on their home turf outside. And you know, harmonies are absolutely stunning, very tight musically. You know, Burton Cummings has got a pretty amazing voice, one of the most underrated voices really in rock history in many ways. And so to see all those guys together is pretty cool. Between 1965 and 2023, there have been 19 releases. 11 albums have gone gold, 3 have gone platinum, so that's pretty well all of their studio releases right there. Estimated to have sold around 2 million copies. In 1987, they were inducted into the Canadian Music Hall of Fame with others such acts as Bryan Adams, just to name a few. They received honorary doctorates from the Brandon University. They received Star of the Canada Walk of Fame, and have also received Lifetime Achievement Award from the Governor General. So the Guess Who kind of have made their mark in the world of music. You know, one of these mainstay, always rocking, just always reliable kind of bands, and it's good to be able to go back to the G's and do these guys today. Well, this is your first time, the Life Reflections. So before I go on to that, so the links to those 5 clips are in the description below, and I've also included my last video from the Jacksons. So if you want to recap on them, feel free. If you come back for another one, this is your first time, the Life Reflections through Music. Thank you to everyone for being here. Coming for the first time, if this is your first time, how great to see the support this channel is getting. Well, that's it for today. Next time I'm going to go on to James Blunt. So until then, I'll catch you around. Bye for now.